Hey beautiful people, how's it going? I hope y'all are staying safe and are doing well out there. So this morning I was watching an interview with Dr. Judy Ho, who's a neuropsychologist and also a book writer with a focus on self-sabotaging, pressure, anxiety, stress. And I personally find her video this morning, particularly about stress, about anxiety, particularly helpful because it makes the most sense for me personally. That's why I want to paraphrase some of the things that she had brought up in her video, as well as putting the information out there for anyone that might come across this video to see and reflect. One thing she mentioned in her video that I find particularly beneficial for me is that she said the reason why we're so easily upset and anxious nowadays is because we tend to always just look at the world from within outside through our emotions from a subjective perspective, rather than looking from the outside in at our emotions from a place of objectivity. The danger of such pattern is our emotions are extremely volatile. So you might be able to feel one emotion in the morning because of one thing, and then a few hours passed, you might feel a whole nother different thing about the same exact situation. And if you don't act on your emotions, then it might just come and go, and then there won't be any severe real-world consequences. However, most people would act on their emotions, especially when they're extremely overwhelming, if there is some sort of extreme emotions that might take a toll on this person, on the people, and then they might act accordingly right at that moment based on that exact moment's feelings that they felt. And then they might actually put in real behavior, so their behaviors will change based on the feelings that they sense at that moment. And then with the change of their behaviors, there comes the real world consequences that they will have to face. For example, if someone's struggling with fixing their computer and they got super upset, and here they have several options. If they are approaching this emotion from a perspective of subjectivity, they might become so angry and frustrated at their computer that they might first take it off on somebody else that's within their proximity, for example, their family members. They might be extremely, particularly more mean to their parents or their spouse or their kids. The only reason that they were being treated unfairly was because they were in that same house the same day that the person got upset. The consequences is the relationship between that person and their close ones will kind of just decrease. The quality of that relationship will decrease for something that's nobody's fault. So that might seem unnecessary, but it happens on a regular basis in all kinds of occasions. And then there's also another option from which the person can handle the situation a little bit better. So the same emotions that person might be feeling because of the same issue, the same problem, the computer is broken. He might first ask them, why am I upset? Well, it's because my computer is broken down and then I won't be able to finish my work, and my boss might be mad at me, and then I might receive a deduction in my salary for this month, or I might miss a really important client, and thus I won't have the opportunity that I have been always wanting to have. So now that he understands, or that person understands, where this frustration and anger come from, he will be able to react to that emotion a little bit more rationally. So he would be able to figure out ways to first fix his computer. For example, call a technician, or just restart their computer, or then find a friend who's good at computer stuff to come over and fix the computer. Or if this thing is really urgent, he can always just either borrow a computer from other people that he knows, or just go to a public library that's close to where he lives. There are always ways to solve the problem. And as long as he can explain the situation to maybe his boss or his clients, nobody would blame him if they're all reasonable people. And most people are reasonable if you make sense of the situation for them. That's a pretty classic example as to the difference between approaching the same issue from a subjective and also an objective perspective. So the reason, also back to anxiety, whenever you feel the anxiety, try to first ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Why am I so upset? And what is causing this emotional turmoil within me? And once you are able to spot where the problem is, you can try to troubleshoot and put that emotion into real world actions, into behaviors that can actually help with the situation, that can improve the situation. Once you start doing something that's helpful for the situation, you will see a significant decrease in your anxiety level, because our human brains are designed to find problems, and then our bodies are designed to move to solve problems. Even though we've evolved into more civilized human and civilized society, the emotions that we feel right now is not that different from like thousands of years ago when our ancestors came across real physical danger. So that's why it feels urgent, it feels overwhelming and intense. But try to rationalize your emotions by first asking yourself, why am I feeling this? And then list it out if time allows, the problems that you have, and then list out also the solutions or what you can do to make it a little bit better right next to the problems. And once you start getting into the action part, I think your anxiety will just automatically go away. And I personally have found this extremely helpful for improving my efficiency and also my quality of life. So I just want to put it out there. If you would like to, just give it a try and let me know in the comment section below how it goes for you. Also, if you have any other things that you want to talk about on the subject, just let me know as well in the comment section below. And don't forget to give me a like or subscribe if you'd like to. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!